Bike review. This is my 2023 XR150L. Don't mind how dirty she is right now. I haven't gone to wash her. Also, if I wash it, then it's gonna get immediately dirty again because the roads are so muddy here now because it's rainy season. But this is gonna be my review on the 2023 XR150L. So I'm gonna talk about some things that I like about it, some cool features, some things you should do to it, what I would recommend to do to it if you get one. This is an older model, the 2023. 2025s are a little bit different. I know the American versions are also a lot different, but it's the Costa Rican version. So it's a little bit different, pretty much the same, it's just a little bit different looks. But so one thing I really like about this bike is the comfort on it. I've gone like 10 hours of driving through Costa Rica, like barely, like 2 stops in it, like just 10 hours straight pretty much, and it doesn't get uncomfortable. It's really comfortable. The seat is really comfortable. So the suspension could be better in my opinion, but it's good, definitely. It handles great. It has great stability. I think I'm saying that right. And it's only a 150cc. It's a dual sport. I have street tires on it right now. I don't know if you can see that. For here, I would recommend maybe not street tires, because the part of Costa Rica where I live, the roads are a little bit like, obviously there's paved roads, but then we have the back roads, and those are always a little bit muddy and a little bit like on the not as good side, you know. If it rains, it gets muddy. That's why my bike's so dirty right now, because I was driving on them today, and it just gets your bike really dirty. Another thing I really like about it is the way it looks. I love the American version has like a weird looking headlight in my opinion. I like this one, and I just like the way it looks. I have the white version. There's also a black version and a white and red version, I think. And I have the white one, just the white one. It's my favorite version, my favorite color in my opinion. It just gets scratched up pretty easy. Like you can see every little scratch on it, but it's definitely my favorite one. Another thing I really like about it is the way it handles. It's kind of like it handles really smooth, and it still has good power for being a 150. It's a pretty popular bike in Costa Rica. It's one of the more common ones. I think it's actually the most common one here in Costa Rica. Don't fact check me on that, because I'm not sure. I might just be making that up. I don't know. I see these the most around though. And now some things that I would recommend changing on it and like upgrading on it. So first, we have the exhaust. I have a performance exhaust on here, and it definitely adds a little bit more torque, and it sounds way better. I'll give you a little sound check here. So I definitely like the exhaust because it makes it sound a lot nicer. The stock exhaust also isn't the best looking. It's just not the best looking. So this one is definitely better. I don't know if you guys can see it really, but it's definitely a lot better. Next is the handlebars. The handlebars, the stock ones are really like narrow, and I would recommend putting some wider ones on it. I don't know the exact measurements, but I have a pretty wide one here. I think it's about that much. So I'd say about 3 or 4 inches wider in total, not on each side. So let's say it's 4 inches, 2 inches on each side. It definitely makes a big difference. It's really, really nice. It feels really nice. It feels really smooth. and it just makes it more stable. It makes it feel a lot more stable. Number 3 is the foot pegs. This is, for me personally, I do not like the stock foot pegs, but I know some people I know that like them. These I have like some motocross foot pegs on them, so it's just they're a lot thicker. I mean, a lot like wider, so it's more surface to stand on, and they have spikes that go inside your shoes so you don't slip. Number 5 is definitely the headlight. It's not bright enough, in my opinion. It's just, I would replace it with an LED. I have not replaced it yet, just because I can't find one here. But I would definitely recommend changing that to an LED. The back one is fine, but the front one is definitely, I would recommend changing it. And last, the levers. I like the stock ones. I got these just for the looks, and I really like them. They fold up kind of, and in my opinion, they're, I wouldn't say nicer, but they're definitely higher quality. Because if you bike flips over, then they don't immediately break off. The other ones, like these, go all the way up, so they bend with it, kind of. The other one too. And I can adjust them how far away I want them to be from like my grip, you know. So that's definitely a nice touch. Next, maintenance. This bike is very low maintenance. I do an oil change around every 2,000 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles, but every 2,000 kilometers I do an oil change. It doesn't have an oil filter, which is weird, but it's cheaper. It's really cheap. Chain doesn't need much maintenance. The bike itself does not need much maintenance at all. The only thing you really have to do is the oil, and that's it. I've had this bike for 2 years, and so far I have not cleaned my carb. I've not needed to do that yet. I have only replaced my chain once because it broke on me, and I've replaced the brakes once. So that's pretty good, I think. Another thing about this bike is that it's really simple. Like, it has no electronics really. It has the gauge here. See, the gauge is literally just blinkers, high beams, and neutral. And then obviously your speedometer, your kilometers, and then that one is just, I use this one to measure gas because it doesn't have a gas gauge. So I can get around 350 to 400 kilometers on one gas tank. And it's, I think, it's about $10 to fill it up to the top. So $10 for around 400 kilometers, which is pretty good. And then these are the foot pegs I was talking about. See, they're very spiky. They dig into your shoe, and it helps not to slide. And this is the exhaust, performance exhaust. Wow, my bike is really dirty. I should have washed it, but it's fine. I definitely recommend this bike if you want to start off with like a nice, easy dual sport, nice 150. You know, I got this bike, 2 years ago. It's been great. It's been great. It's definitely, it's really, for me, I want to upgrade to a CRF, but this is so far, it's been a great bike. It's definitely really good purchase. Has never failed on me. It has never had problems with it. It handles great. It performs good. It drives nice, and it's perfect. Like, for a 150 on the highway, it keeps up perfectly. So I definitely recommend it. And yeah. Alright, this was my review on the XR150. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helped a little bit. And yes.